Hi guys, it's that time of week again, yeah. So I was down at the car boot sale this weekend and got 4 items. Again, €80 spent, but I think we made a profit from the last time I did that, yeah. So let's just have a look to see what I got and what condition it's in and is there any profit in it, yeah. Okay, so let's have a look. So first thing was this Asus monitor. So basically it cost me €5 as the top and bottom of it. It cost me €5, yeah. So the guy says it's working. I mean, whether or not it is working, we're going to find out shortly, yeah, but he says it's working. So that's the monitor. It's quite an old one, just has VGA on it, but the main reason I got that is because I got this. So not the sort of thing I normally buy, but having had a bit of a success with the all-in-one computers and a few bits I've sold locally now, I got this. So it's a Hewlett Packard Core i3, yeah, it was an i3. It says GeForce on it, yeah, Windows 7. So we've got this. So I haven't actually had a good look at this, to be quite honest. So we can have a look now and see what's in this. Yeah, let's make that window a little bit smaller. Okay, so oh, there we go. So it's got a little graphics card in it. This is bolted down solidly, and I assume this is not the same guy who had me the other week without a CPU fitted. I assume it's got a CPU in it, yeah. I can just see 2 sticks of RAM down here. And I can see a hard drive, yeah, HD's in this as well, so it's got its hard drive. So he says it's working again. This is from a different guy got the monitor, but I thought, you know what, if this is working, I've got the monitor to go with it. This cost me €20, so with this and the monitor's 25. Keyboard and mouse, less than a tenner here. And I've got another little working machine I can probably sell, you know, if it's working. That's the thing, is it working? So we got that. We'll have a look at the rest of the stuff, then we can come back and see what condition these things are actually in, yeah. So there we go. That's out of the way. Oops, I have my headphone cable stuck under a wire. Okay, so this came as a job lot with a computer. Now this is the same guy as that little HP came from, and this is one of the guys I probably buy from most regularly. Yeah? He knows what I'm looking for, and he generally has. You know, he shouts me over. Now I know with this guy, when you see something like this, that what's in the box won't be what it says on the box, yeah? I know that already. He caught me out once the first time with a GTX 960. It was some sort of Radeon card, and I think I paid him €30, and I managed to get the €30 back. It was worth about what it said, what I'd paid. Yeah, it wasn't what's in the box, so I knew straight away this wasn't going to be what it says on the box. So absolutely no surprise, it isn't. This is a GTX 750. Yeah, has a little gigabyte thing over here for some reason, a protector on it. I don't know the condition of this, but okay, that's what we have. Yeah, so that's something else we can try. These seem to be worth about £40 on eBay. I just had a look at what they're selling for at the moment, somewhere in that region. And then the last was this. Oh, this is quite heavy. Get up on the bench, yeah. So it's another Hewlett Packard, covered in all sorts of interesting stickers, yeah. Blu-ray disc, easy backup button, HP personal media drive, blah 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 blah. But it's quite an old machine. It's a Core 2 quad, if it contains what it says it contains, yeah. we can have a look at this. I think this one probably comes apart. Yeah, there's a big bolt on the back of it. Had a quick look at this at the car boot sale, yeah, and this is what's inside it. Okay, so we'll just shrink this down a little bit. Oops, the world is moving, yeah. So yeah, there's some sort of GPU in here, which I'm thinking is probably, in fact it's a Radeon, it says a Radeon, and I'm guessing this is probably going to be another, like what the other one was, 5870, maybe a 6800. There's some numbers on it, but I can't actually see what it is. Yeah. This one has 4 sticks of RAM in it, and I'm assuming it's what it says. It says it's a Core 2 quad. So with this PC and the GeForce, and you know what I paid for the other one, so you can soon work out I actually gave him €55 for the two. Yeah, on the basis that this is probably, you know, if it's working, probably get me £40 as best part of €50. Yeah, and then this was practically for free. Yeah. Okay, so that's what we have. That's this week's goodie bag. So let's have a look to see what condition this stuff's in. Yeah, is it working? Let's have a look. So let's start with the small of the Hewlett Packards. Yeah. First thing I've noticed is something's rattling around inside this. Yeah. Something's rattling around inside it. That's not a good good sign to start off with. Let's see if we can actually figure out what is rattling around inside this and where is it. Oh, that's interesting, because now nothing's rattling around inside it. I can definitely hear something in there. I'm a bit loath to switch a machine on if I know there's something rattling around inside it, but when I took the side off, it sort of stopped doing it. Maybe something to do with this choice. Put the side back on. Yeah, now it does it again. Huh. I'm not sure what I can hear. Oh no, something's rattling around inside that. Okay, I think we need to start to take this apart first to see what's our stray bit, yeah? Okay, so just took the front off, and there we have like some sort of plastic support of something that's broken off. Nothing to worry about though. Yeah, so that was our mysterious rattling item. But you know, you should. I don't have to tell you, do I? Don't plug it in for something rattling around inside it. Yeah, you've no idea what it is or where it's going to go. Yeah. Okay, so as it's a complete item, and I'm sure it's been plugged in before in its current condition, I think the best thing we can do this is plug it in and see what it does. Okay, so everything's plugged in, ready to go. I can't resist. I've got to check the resistance on the 12 volts. It's just I see really no reason why I shouldn't do. Yeah, there's no short on the 12 volts. These obviously ground anyway. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so let's just switch this on and see what it does. Yeah, the power switch is working. Yeah. There's the on-off switch since I've taken the front off this thing. Yeah. There's an on-off switch somewhere. Yeah. It's power coming in. There's a little green light on the back of it. Oops, one of my cameras frozen. Okay, I'll just put the front back on so I can figure out where the on-off switch is, and it's there. But it doesn't. Is that the switch? There's a switch. Is that the eject switch for the thingy? I must be able to find an on-off switch on the computer. Yeah. Ah, there you go. It does come on. Well, that's good. He said it was working. Monitor's attached. Let's have a look. See if anything's coming out. Yeah, I think this guy's definition of working is that it switches on. Yeah. Oh no, tell why. It's got an but it's got a little graphics card in it, and I'm on the onboard video. Let's have a look. Okay. So Let's see, so let's connect it to the graphics card. How working is this? I've got a blue light on the monitor but no signal. And now the blue light's gone off on the monitor. See if she'll shut down. Yeah, it does shut down. Okay, let's just try it again with the monitor already attached to it this time, yeah, on this little graphics card. And let's see if it does anything, yeah. No bleeps. Yeah, I think I'll go back to my original statement. This guy's definition of working is it switches on, yeah. Yeah, the keyboard's not, like, there's no caps lock on the keyboard, so it's obviously not booting, yeah. Okay. Let's take this graphics card out and try the onboard video, but the fact it's not booting makes me suspect that might not help us a great deal, yeah. Find screwdrivers fits this rather strange shaped connect on the back of this, yeah. That should do it. A strange shaped screw. There we go. Okay, so we can take that off there. This we can take this out of here. What is this little thing anyway? What is it? Oh, what we got here? Don't really know. Oh, let me zoom down. Well, it says a Reeby. It says Pegatron on the other side. Yeah, Pegatron. And some number PATZ 08. You see yourself. You see it there. Yeah, that number. Don't we know exactly what that is? I'm sure we can find out. I know it's dusty. Okay, so take that out. Let's go on to the onboard video. Let's see. Power on. I might have to change the switch on that. This time it powered on its own. And nothing. Yeah. Nothing. No lights on there. I'm not sure where the hard drive light is, but I don't see anything flashing on it at all. Okay, so that's obviously not working. Put us all on one side and let's have a look at the other items. Let's do the triage first, yeah. Let's figure out where we are with this stuff, and then we'll see what we need to fix. Okay, so that powers on but doesn't do anything. I was just going to say, but I've just put that on the floor, by the way, and this fell out of it. So there was something metal inside there, yeah. Oh well, we'll have a look at that one. But let's see what the other things are doing. Okay, so same guy also tells me this is working. Just noticed, by the way, there's two hard drives down here, two SATA drives. Again, let's just make a check. Just look for shorts down on the 12 volts. That's okay. That's okay. Okay, so it's not going to go bang, I don't think. Again, this will have been powered up in its current state, so I don't particularly worry too much about connecting the power to this and seeing what happens. Yeah, so we'll stick power in there. Yeah, let's have a keyboard and mouse. Let's be bold, eh? Let's just assume this is going to work. Be interesting to see if this guy's definition of working, which appears to be what it switches on, it doesn't do anything, but it switches on. Doesn't do anything else, but it switches on. Let's see. And he absolutely insisted this is working. He completely insisted this is working. Yeah, it's good. It's BN. Power's on. Let's find the on-off switch on this one. HPZ back up. Oh, on the top again. Okay, so let's have a look at his definition of absolutely definitely 100% this one is working, yeah, he says. Oh, I've got and this one I actually have a yeah. So This one's a bit more working than the other one, yeah. A bit more working than the other one. Saying that the time is wrong, it's CMOS battery, no doubt. How working is this one? Flashing cursor. Oh, did the flashing cursor just move? Oh, well, there was a flashing cursor. Oh, there we go. Windows 7. Just let that boot up, and then we'll put Specky on here and we'll see what we've got installed. Yeah, what the machine actually is. Yeah, actually it locked up. It went into Windows XP and then just hung. So I've just restarted it. I'm in the BIOS now, so we can see roughly what we have here. Yeah, I've put the date and time right now. I've set it to English in the BIOS. So we've got a couple of Western Digital 500 gig hard drives, I would say. The 4 sticks of RAM are 1 gig each, so there's 4 gig of RAM in this, yeah. That's what's on it. So I'll now try again to boot this into Windows XP and see what it does, yeah. Let's give this a go. No, I was just going to say that actually, as I just videoed that bit of the screen, the thing's locked up in the BIOS now, yeah. So this definitely has some issues. I think a good place to start with this is actually to check if there's actually any heatsink compound on the CPU. Yeah, so let's have a look at that. I mean, the fact that the heatsink is cold, basically, tepid. But right, the heatsink feels cold, but the socket underneath feels quite warm. So that's just. Oh, I don't want to take this off here. It's other screws. That makes me suspect we've probably got no heatsink compound on the CPU on this, yeah, or very little of it. So I'll get this off and then we can take a look, yeah. Yeah, okay, so I've just unscrewed it, but I haven't actually lifted it yet. So this is the big reveal, yeah. Let's see what we've got underneath here. Yeah, extremely dry thermal paste. What's wrong with that? What's the CPU? This is a Core 2 quad. Let's have a look, see what it actually is, yeah. Let's have a look to see what we have here. And in fact it is a Core 2 quad. What is this thing? And hopefully with some thermal paste on it, it's actually going to work, yeah. Core 2 quad, 9300, 2.58 gigahertz, no, 2.5 gigahertz, yeah. I'll make a note of that, and then let's put it back together and let's see if it actually works, yeah. Okay, so I've put some new thermal compound on that. Let's have a look now to see if it wants to actually power on and work, yeah. Okay, so power on. And what's it doing? Now we appear to have a blank screen. Yep, that seems to have upset it further, and now we seem to have a blank screen. Okay, another one to look at. Yeah. Oh, no. Interesting. Now, yeah, it came on and went off again. The actual monitor came on and went off again. Okay, that's another one for us to be looking at then. Well, actually, I switched it on again, and this time it has come on. Is it going to boot? Is it going to crash? Yeah, this thing's unstable. It's now stuck in it's not going to the BIOS. Okay, we need to take this apart to actually diagnose this one properly. So here's the GTX 750. What I didn't notice, and I should have done, is a fan seized up on this. So that doesn't bode particularly well for it. But let's just stick it in. This is our test rig, yeah. Actually, before we put on the test rig, let's just check for shorts. I mean, this obviously is powered from the PCIe. It's not. There's no external power connector, although it actually has like a placer one. There's nothing there. Yeah, let's have a quick look and see what this is doing. So again, just on the ohms range. Okay, so we just want to check from ground to the 12 volts. There's no short there. Resistance range. Yeah, quite high resistance. 3.3. Quite a high resistance. So there's no shorts on it. So that's a good sign. Yeah, this is completely solid. Stick her in. Let's see if we have any luck with this one. Yeah, see if this will actually power up and give us a picture or not. Okay, so power on the rig. It's all switched off at the moment. Power's on everything. Okay, yep. Keyboard and mouse. I have the hard drive with the oops, or the not. I have the hard drive with the Windows 10 that we've been using since we corrupted the original one. I haven't got round to reinstalling that yet. But yeah, we can do that. Okay. Right, that's ready to go. Yeah. So let's just fire this up and see what it actually does. Okay. Obviously connect a monitor as well. That'll help a lot. I just want to see actually if I just get a picture out of it. If I get a picture out of it, I'm not going to boot it into Windows. In fact, actually thinking about it, I'll actually disconnect the hard drive. So I just want to see if I can get a BIOS screen or anything else out of it. Yeah. Lights on the monitor. Oh, one bleep is detected. Yeah, I've got a BIOS screen. Yeah, it's now telling me there's no hard drive, etc. Yeah. This is actually quite cold. Not getting warm. Yeah, it's just getting a bit warm now. So that's another repair job. So this has got a seized fan, yeah. So we need to look at that. But it looks like it quite possibly actually works. While we've got that in there, let's try our monitor, yeah. Our €5 monitor Asus, and see if this actually wants to work, yeah. Okay, let's. Yeah. I won't balance it. No, I won't balance it on the power supply. I know what's going to happen if I do that. Okay, let's just plug this in and see if we have any more joy with the monitor. Okay, so this is the monitor again, power on. And let's just see. I'll just leave this graphics card in here for now, yeah, and see if this actually works. It powers up. Blue light. Oh, yeah. And we've got a BIOS screen, so that looks like it's good. What I'll just do is I'll take this GPU off here, yeah. Power's off, yeah. This could be nice, interesting little repair because that is really solid, yeah. And let's fit this one. So this is the GPU that was in the other Dell machine, the one that powers on but doesn't do anything else, yeah. So let's just. Can I do it? Yeah, I can. I'll just have to take the little bracket off the back of it first. Yeah, okay, so there we go. I can't connect it to this monitor because this monitor only has VGA input and this only has DVI and HDMI output. So I can't actually connect it to that. But I'll connect it to my monitor. Let's connect the hard drive and just boot this into Windows. We can see what this actually is, yeah. And, well, basically see if it works as well. Okay, so yeah, that's booted up into Windows off our hard drive. I've got Specky running here, so you can see it's a NVIDIA GeForce G210, yeah, that's what it actually is. Okay, so that we know that graphics card's good. So what do we have? So as you probably just noticed, I haven't loaded the drivers for the GeForce 210. Windows is just sort of picked up automatically, now giving me a full size screen. Yeah, so I'd say that's good. This it probably works. but it's completely seized up, so we'll have to make a video with that. And then we have two computers, one which powers on and does nothing else, and one which powers and boots and either crashes going into Windows 7 or it crashes in the BIOS even before it gets there. Yeah, so that's what we've got. Yeah, actually I was just going to call at the end of the video then. I thought let's have another quick look at the one that's unstable, that's crashing in the BIOS or in Windows 7. Actually it is on there, not XP. Because I haven't tried just removing the video card. Maybe that's where the problem lies, or possibly some of the RAM. So let's just make a couple more quick checks on that one to see if it is actually something quite simple. Okay, so here's our PC. This motherboard does have onboard video. There's like a plastic cover over it, but it does have onboard video, so we should be able to try that actually. So let's take this out, and while we're at it, let's have a look to see what this thing actually is. Yeah, let's see what it actually is. I was just wondering if there's another connector down there, but I don't think there actually is. Okay, I'll just take this out of the PC, and then we can see what we've got. Who wants to guess? I said maybe like a 5870, something like the last one we had. It looks similar, but this is a slightly older machine. Maybe it's like X something, 1750, 1850, something like that. Let's have a look. I was just going to get the graphics card out, and of course all these wires are in the way, and I just thought, what is that? What anyway? And they're going down here, so these are Wi-Fi antennas. Not quite sure where they're going to. One's going to the front, one's going to the back somewhere, but this obviously does have Wi-Fi built in, which is what it said on the front part of the Wi-Fi. On the front part it also said Blu-ray. Oh, but there's no drive in the bay. Something above it though. It's got a Blu-ray disc in it. Okay, right. Let's get these wires out of the way. Okay, I've unclipped this thing. Yeah, so this is obviously the little Wi-Fi adapter. Not unusual. Obviously I've not seen one of those before. I'm guessing if it's vintage, someone's going to tell me these were quite common, but I haven't seen one before. I just mentioned that in the front of this actually is it's got a Blu-ray writer in it. So I don't know if you can see down there. Yeah, can you see it? Let's get a bit of focus on it, then you'll probably see it. There we go. You can probably see the Blu-ray emblem. Let's get a torch. Blu-ray writer or DVD rewriter and Blu-ray. That's got to be a bonus, hasn't it? That's got to be a bonus. I thought them stickers on the front that said Blu-ray and such like were like something some kid had stuck on this, yeah, but apparently that isn't the case. Now let's get this graphics card out and see what that is. Okay, so I've released that. What is it? Shelby 10M02. I don't really know. It says Shelby on it. Does that mean something? Yeah. Probably a bit of focus on it. That's what it says on it there. Yeah. Wait, stop shaking. Shelby. Not sure. Don't know. I'll have to go and Google that and see what that actually is. Yeah, it's got a HP part number, so from that I'm sure we can find out what it is. Nothing else on it. Nothing that tells us what it is. Okay. Has a display port, that looks like. How old is this thing? I mean, when did display port come out? I honestly don't know, guys, but this is a Core 2 quad. Something else lying around in here. I don't know. Lost it, it's plastic. Okay, so we got the GPU out, so let's see if this thing actually boots now. It's also got one of these as well, Win TV. I wonder if this is DVB. I wonder if it's also an analog tuner, because I have an issue where I kind of need an analog tuner for testing some old games consoles. Yeah, well, we can have like probably just DVB-T, but it could be analog as well. So a multi-power probably is analog. Might have a use for that. Yeah, and we'll take that out of the machine. So that's something less that can be causing it to crash. And let's see now if this machine will boot. Okay, so let's give it another go. I've taken the little plastic cover off the onboard VGA. I'm guessing it should work with it. Now I've taken the graphics card out. Let's power her up. I've now got a PS2 keyboard on rather than a USB. Does it work on the onboard video? Oh yeah, monitor blue lights on it. Yeah, I've got a picture. Can we get into the BIOS? Yeah, it looks like I can actually get to the BIOS as well. Okay, let's sort of set it up where you can see it. Yeah, so we're in the BIOS. Yeah, it's all encrypted in Spanish, but we can sort that out. So we've been in this far before. So does it actually boot? Yeah, I mean it booted before, but will it actually boot and load Windows and effectively, you know, let us wander around in there? Yeah, let's have a look. And it went straight back to the BIOS again. Maybe that's quite normal. Just thinking. Oh, okay. Start Windows normally. That's a good sign. Yeah, okay. But let it load Windows, and now let's have a look to see if it will now run. Okay, yeah. It's not Windows 7. It's Vista. I'm now in there long enough to see what it is. Yeah, we have a clock going round. The clock time's wrong, obviously. And it thinks it's January the 1st, 2002. No doubt the CMOS battery is dead. The operating system and all the documents are encrypted in Spanish. So that's some sort of security, I guess. Yeah, I would say the machine's now working. The fact it was crashing in the BIOS and everywhere else would seem, I don't know if you'll agree with me this, guys, is that the main culprit seems to be the graphics card. Yeah, it could have been the Win TV card. That's the two things I've taken out of it. But it looks like the motherboard and processor are working okay. And this we can test on another PC for stability. Yeah, we can see what it is. And talking of that, actually, what actually is this thing anyway? Let's have a look to see, and we'll leave our machine running while we do this, and let's have a look to see what this thing actually is. Okay, so let's just go and Google it and find out what this thing actually is. Yeah, channel's doing it well, guys. Big number coming soon. Yeah. So what do we have on this thing? It says it's a Shelby 100M2. Does that mean anything? Shelby 10. I'm sure lots of you are shouting at me. 0M2 M02 about, so it's something like that. What does it think of that? Ah, it's a 5770. That's very close to what I thought. Well, my original thought. Yeah. Okay, that's what it is. So we need to test that to see if it's working. Yeah, so this looks like it's stable now. I mean, that's not a thorough test, but it wouldn't even, you know, it's crashing the BIOS, or it'd crash, it wouldn't even complete loading Windows Vista. Yeah, and now it does. And it's been on for 5 or 10 minutes and it hasn't crashed yet. So I think this is good, and I think it's very likely that this has been the cause of the problem with it. Yeah. Hi guys, so we have this HP Pavilion Slimline here. It says Windows 7 on it, Core i3, NVIDIA GeForce. Had a little graphics card here, a little low profile GeForce graphics card, which I've got. But I've tried the machine, it was switching on but it wasn't booting, so I've taken that out and I've just connected to the onboard VGA at the moment. I'm also just going to disconnect the hard drive from this one for a moment, until at least we can at least we can get as far as a BIOS screen, yeah. Then we can always try it once we get that far with it, if we do get that far with it, yeah. So we can switch this on and power it up, and basically we seem to get no beeps, nothing much, just the fans are spinning, yeah. Nothing on the screen. So that's the problem with it. So I think the first thing probably with this is going to be, let's get the motherboard out of the case and let's have a look to see what's going on with it, yeah. Okay, I've now got the motherboard out of the case. Took a slice out of my finger, by the way, something very sharp in there, yeah. It was so sharp I didn't even feel it, yeah. That tells you it was sharp. Feel it a bit now, but I didn't feel it at the time, yeah. So yeah, I've got the motherboard. I've got our known good ATX power supply. So the first thing I'm going to do is connect our power supply to this board and see if it actually will boot up now. I've got a start switch connected to it. There's an onboard speaker. So if we take the RAM out, we would assume, an assumption, not being the best thing, by the way, in a lot of cases, yeah. But I will assume that this should beep, yeah, if there's no RAM. So power on, yeah, we're on. Oh, okay, it beeps. That's a good sign. We've got some life in this, yeah. We've got a bleeper going. Just take some of the dust out of this damn thing, yeah. Well, maybe this is going to be one of those fairly simple things again. Well, let's have a look. So we have what are these? Label on the other side. DDR3, 2 gig here. So let's go with 1 first. I'm kind of guessing that's the place it would go, yeah. Right, this is starting up off our power supply without any, me pressing the button. Whereas on the built-in one, it wasn't doing that. I suspect that might be because the CMOS batteries discharge. I've seen this sort of behaviour before. Also, I noticed it doesn't bleep at all with that one dimming. I've got a picture. Let's have a quick look. Let's have a look, see if we can honest with you. Yeah, we got a picture. Area system fan has failed. Service PC to prevent damage to the system. I wonder if that means this thing, yeah? I wonder if it means that thing. Okay, well, that's something, yeah. That's a good sign. Okay, so let's service it. Let's service the system fan, yeah. So I'm guessing it means this. Where's it go? Ouch! I'm in the wars today. Bang me arm against the power supply. Okay, that's service the fan. Oh, by the way, I like this. I've just got to show you this, guys. I just love this. Hold on. Yeah, this sticker was inside it, sort of near the fan. Yeah, I'm like, look at this. Warning: hazardous moving parts. Keep fingers and other body parts away. And I'm wondering, like, which other body parts it might think you were like considering to stick into the fan, if you see what I mean. Like some sort of like strange fetish or something, maybe that they were, you know. Anyway, whatever it is, they've told you not to do it. Yeah. Okay, so watch out for your other body parts. Okay. So yeah, we got 1 RAM in now. And let's see if it still wants servicing. Yeah. Okay, so we'll start it up. Yeah, power on. Power definitely on. Monitors on. Yeah, okay, so it's now basically telling me that there's no boot device, yeah, which is what you'd expect. So let's stick the other RAM in, and if it's still doing that, let's hang the hard drive on this, yeah, and see what happens then. Okay, so powered it all off. Let's have the the other RAM and the other blue slot. Yeah. Let's give that a go. So once again, it doesn't power on its own now, interestingly. Powers on when you press the button though. I'll still check the CMOS battery. So let's see. Once again, yeah, monitor's coming on. Yeah, booting up. Again, it's going to ask me for the boot device. Yeah, boot device. Okay. Oh, that's interesting, because it wouldn't work in the case. I wonder if there's a problem with this. So this is the power supply that came out of it. Yeah, I wonder if this is got some issues, shall we say? Yeah. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at that. Yeah. Okay, so I've put the original power supply with this. Yeah. Now let's see what happens now when we try to start it up. It starts. And I've got a blue light. Well, that's a bit of a mystery, guys. I mean, basically, I haven't done anything. Yeah, I've kind of like scared it into, scared it into like, let's work. Yeah. So all I can really do is let's check the CPU while we're at it. Let's just make sure we've got some heatsink compound on this, and while we're at it, may as well have a look to see what CPU we've got, and then I think the best thing is to just put this all back together and see if it now works. I mean, sometimes you find this is the case. It's like you kind of like you touch something and it just works. I mean, it clearly wasn't working when I first tried it, so you have to kind of like wonder why. I mean, I didn't notice any loose connections when I took it apart. But I wonder if it's intermittent. If I run it for a while, will it fail again? Not really sure. I mean, the idea I think with this machine is I'm going to put this back together basically. I might actually stick another couple of gigs of RAM in this. I've got 8 gigs I took off another machine recently, a couple of days ago. Might even been yesterday. Yeah. I might put that on. If I put 8 gigs of RAM on this, it probably run quite reasonably well. If I put Windows 10 on, I'm thinking this machine is probably worth sticking with that monitor I got for €5. Yeah, and it'll probably suit one of the bars, one of the local bars or one of the local businesses. We'll probably have a useful little machine like this. Okay, so anyway, now we've waffled for a bit. Yeah, it's off. Let's see what we've got then, shall we? Let's see what there's actually under here. There's a lot of very dry heatsink compound, but I don't think we can say that is what stopped it from working. So yeah, let's zoom down and see what CPU is in this one. Okay, so it's the big reveal. Socket 115 something or other. I don't actually know. I haven't looked up this thing. Is there like a chipset number on it? I'm not really sure what this motherboard actually is. I think it's going to be like one of the earlier generations, maybe a Gen 2 or something. I really don't know. It's an i3. Well, it says i3 on the front of the machine, yeah, so that's a fairly good idea what this is. But can we see it? Can we get enough focus on that? Yeah. Can't actually get the focus and we can see what we've got here. Okay, it's an old one. It's one of the like the first generation basically. It's i3 540. Yeah, I think you can probably see it now. It's trying to get a light on it. Yeah, Intel i3 540. So that's what it actually is. Okay, so I've got the hard drive out as well, out of the machine. Yeah, Western Digital. Another 500 gig basically, match the two. I just took off another machine. So I'm going to install Windows 10 on this while it's on the bench, make sure it's all stable, and then if it is, I'll put the machine back together again. So I've connected the original power supply. This is the original hard drive with whatever's already on it. I mean, the machine said Windows 7 on the front of it, so I'm kind of assuming it's got Windows 7 on it. So we'll boot it up and we'll have a look, and then so we can install Windows 10 on this. I've now put 8 gig of RAM in this. Yeah, So let's have a look to see what is actually on this machine. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I've changed the CMOS battery, so that's probably why it was saying something about the CMOS. Yeah. Does it do anything any more than that? Unconfiguration in process. Okay. What's an unconfiguration? Yeah, I think I'll just restart it and go to the BIOS and tell it to load the default settings. Yeah. Okay, well, I'll let it do its unconfiguration. Yeah, I'm in the BIOS. I've just put it into English. So our 8 gig of RAM is in there, 500 gig hard drive. So I'm just going to basically load the BIOS defaults in here, and then let's see if it will actually then boot. Yeah. So we'll load setup defaults. That's a good idea. Okay. Oh, it's gone back into Spanish. Fair enough. Save changes and exits. I can read Spanish well enough to know what it's telling me. See. Yes. Now let's see if it wants to boot. Yeah. Oh, switched itself off. Switched itself back on again. Start menu, recovery, diagnostics. Go on, let's leave it. Let it just do whatever it wants to do there. It's like Chinese. But I don't think it is actually Chinese. It's some sort of like hieroglyphs. Yeah, hieroglyphic Windows 7. Yeah. So, oh yeah, it's very hieroglyphic, this machine. It's not Chinese. I don't know what it is, but that's something else. Yeah, it's not Chinese. Looks like a sort of Southeast Asian language, like Thai or Indian. I don't know. It's one of them. I mean, somebody's going to tell me, aren't they? But I don't think it's Chinese. I think it's something else. Yeah, maybe it's just Chinese. Okay, there's a lot of Chinese people living here, by the way, so that might well be the case. Yeah. Somebody's life on this one again. It's 26 degrees, I think. Okay, so yeah, I think what I have to do with this is just going to basically install a fresh installation of Windows 10 on this now. Yeah, and yeah, there we go, another working machine, I believe. But let's get the Windows 10 on and make sure it's stable, and then we can put it all back together.